neighborhood and I studied the plant Hawthorn. There are a lot of use of Hawthorn on medical. The most common use is to help people digest food, because in the Hawthorn there are a lot of organic acid, which stimulates the movement of our stomach. In addition, the Hawthorn also has effect on reduce the blood pressure of people. Therefore, a lot of medicine in today's life use some medical substance in Hawthorn. Then I will share an interesting story about Hawthorn, and we can find many interesting things in ancient Chinese government. Which is the best one to reflect ancient Chinese government as well as the function of Hawthorn. A man named Wang Erlie was a teacher of Emperor's son. He hoped that the emperor in the future could be a good emperor, so he tried his best to teach Emperor's son. That's the reason he had no time to go back home to look after his wife, though he missed his family so much. One day he received a letter from his home and his wife was pregnant. It is this important reason that he got back to home and brought a lot of sour food, such as rice vanilla and wild jujube, to appetize his wife. When Wang Erlian came back to his home, he thought that the woman who was pregnant should eat a lot of milk to make baby have more nutrition. Therefore, he immediately showed rice vanilla and wild jujube to his wife. When his wife saw the food he brought, she flirted to him and sent sex to her husband. However, her wife wants to eat some hawthorn, but Wang didn't bring them back. But he said, indeed, this is not a difficult thing, because he had a student in Liaoyang, and he can write a letter to his students, let him bring some hawthorn to us. Therefore, 10 days later, a student came to Warren's home from the West Mountain. He brought a handbag of hawthorn from his home to Warren's wife, and Warren's wife ate the hawthorn and felt so happy. She appreciated the hawthorn from the mountain. Warren prepared dinner for his student and thanked for him. They ate and talked at the same time and found that they had a lot of similar interests. The relationship becomes closer and closer. When the student prepared to go back to the mountain, Wang wanted to give gift to his students to thank for him. However, the students insist not taking anything. Finally, the student said, anything is not expensive than my teacher's poetry. I hope that you can make a poetry for me about the hawthorn. Wang did not want his students to go back without anything, so he was very comfortable when he heard his students' requirement and said, this is easy. I will try my best to make a good poetry for the hawthorn. He wrote fluently, mountain high, mountain good, better than the wild jujube. Eating delicious and want more. Mountain has hawthorn good. When the students got the poetry, he seemed to feel a little thing in his mind. However, Wang did not know the reason why the student not behaved so happy when he got the poetry. So he asked, why you are not excited when you saw my poetry? The student answered with a sad attitude. My teacher, you wrote a poetry for the hawthorn in my mountain. It is no doubt that the hawthorn will be more expensive and will be popular. However, originally, the hawthorn in our mountain is not so popular because of its little benefits to sell it. Today, I gathered hawthorn from hundreds of people in our mountain to satisfy your wife. It is so difficult. As the student left, Wang did not sleep and thought a lot about students' word. He thought, the reason why my students let me make a poetry is to make the hawthorn in the mountain sold well. I should help him to realize his dream. Therefore, when he came back to walk to the capital, he brought 5 hawthorn to prepare to send them to the emperor. However, his wife thought, others send the emperor a lot of expensive gifts, but my husband only sends the emperor 5 hawthorn. One day, when the emperor is having dinner with his friends, however, the emperor did not have so much appetite to eat food. At this time, Wang sent 5 hawthorns to the emperor. The emperor became so happy after eating the hawthorn because he wants to eat more hawthorn and other food. Wang did not forget his student's dream and he saw it is the chance to do something. Therefore, he told to the emperor that he should list hawthorn to the government food. The emperor agreed his idea at once, because the hawthorn is really delicious, and he said, the food I like eating will be more expensive than gold. After that day, workers have prepared for the emperor has to let the hawthorn into the government food. They have to own as many as hawthorn in their kitchen for any time the emperor wants to eat. Therefore, in everywhere of China, the hawthorn become more expensive and a lot of people start plant and sell hawthorns. The students become rich as he expected. Now I will introduce my recipe, the hawthorn soup. First, we need some hawthorns, dry hawthorns. The hawthorns will be dried before its use. And then we need a spoon of red sugar. And 1 crystal sugar. In order to make it more nutrient, we need to add some wolfberries. What's more, in order to make it more balanced, to balance the organic acid in it, we need to put some crystal thermos in it. And then we only need to boil it, put it into the water, and we can make our hawthorn soup. First, we need to boil our water and put all ingredients into the water, and we need to hot it for 3 minutes. We need to pull it around to make it more balanced. 3 minutes later, the water is boiling, and we can put them into a small bowl, and our soup is completed. It looks very delicious. I highly recommend that we need to eat more hawthorns because it has a lot of positive effects on human body. For example, it can stimulate our digestion. We can eat more food if we don't have any appetite. In addition, it has a lot of medical use. It can help us to treat the heart diseases. Many medicines to treat heart diseases contain the chemical substance in hawthorns. So I highly commend we need to eat more hawthorns. Thank you.